Kristen is with us in Los Angeles. Hi, Kristen. Welcome to the Dave Ramsey Show.
Hi there. I've been watching your show a lot for the past couple of years, so I'm really happy to be on here.
Well, thanks. How can I help?
Well, I do have mistakes that I have made throughout my college years, and I ended up with $100,000 in debt. And unfortunately, I've had $20,000 of it go to collections the past 4 years ago. And after 2 years, they graced it and they forgave it. But my student loans have still gone to that $84,000 with those interests. And right now I'm trying to work on my mental health, and I'm trying to balance what I should prioritize because I do work full-time at my job. My medical deductible is $1,800, and that looks about $108 a month that I'm paying to help my mental health, but that's coming out of my bill, the money that I would pay for my student loans.
Okay. What is wrong with your mental health?
Well, I've lived most of my life with depression and ADD, and lately with this past year and everything that has gone on, I've had to prioritize it as a necessity, and it has helped, but it is something that's going to be constant every month, checking in with psychiatrists, counselors, and having to pay those bills in order to maintain it. And so my monthly expenses, I only get like maybe $300, $400 a month that I can usually afford if I'm really being short on my money. And my student loans, they're expecting me to pay upwards to $250 a month total. Mm-hmm. And so that's usually the least amount of money that I have. So I'm trying to pick and choose what's the best option.
Gotcha. Okay. How old are you?
29.
What do you do?
I'm a photographer, actually, and I really love my job.
And what's your degree in?
I have a BFA in film media studies.
Oh, good. Okay. So you're a photographer on video or still?
My degree is particularly in broadcast.
What do you do for a living?
Oh, I take pictures at Disneyland Resort.
Oh, okay. Cool. So how many hours a week are you working at that?
Full-time, it can usually range from 38 hours to 48 on a very busy week.
Mm-hmm. Okay. And what is your income in a year?
I approximated at 35.
Okay. All right. Well, we have, as you can imagine, folks that struggle with depression or ADD in an extreme level or ADHD often have financial issues, bipolar in particular. Okay, and so I've had the experience of working with folks dealing with that for many years, decades. I'm not a mental health professional. I don't know anything except just experience of watching this and dealing with it. The good news is that I've seen a lot of people deal with it and actually put it in their past, work past it, or work it down to where it is such a minor issue that it no longer runs their life, they run it. And that's in the process of what you're doing, trying to get on top of this, and I commend you for that. Well done. There is hope.
You.
What I'm telling you is there's a lot of hope. The other thing I've seen is there's two sides to the money equation that affect both of those things. One is the cause and the effect, okay? Meaning that sometimes depression obviously causes energy to drop, hope to drop, and so there's initiative goes out the window sometimes, and so people don't work much, that are depressed.
Yeah.
And so that causes the income to go down and causes the money to have a problem. And then guess what? It spirals because when you got financial stress, guess what? That's depressing. Right?
Exactly.
Okay, so that's kind of one side of the equation. The other side of the equation is I have actually seen a sizable increase in income be part of the fight to win against depression. Not that money makes you happy, that's not the point, but the lack of stress around life as related to money makes it easier to fight depression. Is that logical?
Absolutely.
And so my recommendation, not as a mental health professional, but just as a guy who's walked with folks like you that are facing the kinds of things you're facing all these years, is let's do something really, really, let's go crazy on the income side. What can you do with that camera and double your income in your off hours. I want you to go bananas, kiddo. I have a feeling you are way underpaid for the level of talent you have looking through that lens. You've not only been formally trained, you have a passion for it, you have an enjoyment with it, and I think you're probably better than $35,000 a year.
Thank you.
Do you?
I think so.
Prove it.
I definitely can try working my butt off and doing those.
Let's take side gigs. You're freaking in Los Angeles. Let's take side gigs. Let's take pictures of dogs. I don't care what you're doing, but let's go turn that camera into money and see how exciting it would be to make $70,000, and then we're not pinching pennies and worrying about choosing between my counselor's bill and my student loan bill. Because a $500 a month income, that's only $6,000 a year, changes the entire question you just asked me, doesn't it?
Yes, it does.
And you're only working 38 to 48. Lots of people work 80. I don't want you to work 80 the rest of your life, but how cool would it be to make an extra $40,000 for the next 2 years and almost completely alleviate the student loan debt, and maybe in the process find legs to what God wants you to do with that camera?
Yeah, very true.
I'm going to send you a copy of Christy Wright's book, Business Boutique, because I'm not sure what your side hustle is, but it might be some kind of a thing where you're doing it on a self-employed basis, running your own business. I really think you're getting ready to. This is real pivotal time for you. All that you've done has brought you to this point, and this stress may birth something really cool. It may force you to go out of your comfort zone and go use that camera, make some money, unapologetically. Make some money. $10,000 in your hand extra would change your whole outlook. Only $10,000. You can do this.